afternoon. One of the great joys that I have in being a pastor of a congregation is that we get to go through Holy Week together. It's a great thing to be able to worship during this week, which we're going to do on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. for a celebration of communion with our friends from the First Baptist Church of Bridgeville. We'll also be celebrating and experiencing a Good Friday service at 7 p.m. also in our sanctuary. Holy Week is an incredibly wonderful week where we get to really focus our attention on what Jesus is doing during that week, the ways in which Jesus teaches us a new way to be, the ways in which Jesus cares for and loves his disciples and prepares them for what is about to occur. It can be easy, particularly once we've celebrated, as we did on Sunday, Palm Sunday, and bringing confirmation class into the full life of our congregation, to rush through to Easter. And one of the things that I try to do every Holy Week is to be attentive to those scriptures that are assigned for every day this week. Today's gospel lesson came from John 12, verses 1 through 11, and it's there that we see Jesus have a dinner given in his honor at the home of Lazarus. And Mary and Martha are there, and Martha is making the meal because that's what Martha does. And Mary does something incredibly extravagant for which she is criticized. She takes a jar of ointment, a pound of what was called pure nard, which cost something like 300 denarii, which would be about the equivalent of a year's wages for a day laborer in Jesus' time. And she pours it out over Jesus' feet. And Jesus says this is a preparation for his burial, though we don't really know what's going on. What we see in this moment is an extravagant act of love that shows us what we are able to do for one another and how we are able to focus our attention on the ways that we are called to love Jesus and love one another as we move towards the cross. I hope that all of you are able this week to spend some time in God's Word, that you are able to call loved ones as we prepare for Easter celebrations and all of the rest. But do not forget to keep focused on Jesus this week. It's not always an easy thing, but it can be a very, very good thing. As we get ready to celebrate Easter, I want to thank all of you again for the open arms with which you have greeted me and my family. I cannot believe that Easter is already here. I started at Bethany on January 13th. We are now moving into April. The weather is getting warmer, and we are going to celebrate our first Easter together in our sanctuary here at church. It is an incredible difference from last year, where all of us had to wonder if we would be able to celebrate Easter or what that would look like. And this year we will be able to be together. We'll still be socially distanced. We'll be following certain safety protocols. But it looks like things are looking up. And I am grateful for everybody who has had a hand in making this possible here at Bethany Presbyterian Church. I look forward to seeing you throughout this week as we worship the God who comes to us in Jesus Christ, and as we worship Jesus Christ, who goes to the cross for us, only for us to be wonderfully and joyfully surprised that the grave is empty, for he is not here. He is risen indeed. See you this week. God bless.